Good day, everyone. Today, we will present the application of statistics and probability in different fields. But before anything else, let us first know what is probability. Probability is a mathematical term used to talk about the likelihood of something happening. It's the ability to understand and predict an outcome. We generally use probability to understand the world around us, to judge what is likely to happen and what isn't likely to happen. Real life can be chaotic and lots of things happen that don't seem to make any sense. You can't always know what's going to happen, but you can do your best with the help of mathematics to predict what is going to happen so you can make sound decisions every day. Everything from a coin flip to the weather can be predicted by probability. We express mathematical probability in terms of fractions and percentages. Once you know the probability of something, you usually classify it as follows. There are 10 important, significant applications of statistics and probability in various fields in real life. The following examples show how probability is used in 10 real-life situations on a regular basis. Example number 1. Forecasting the weather. There's a simple use of probability in real life that you likely already do. We always check the weather forecast before we plan a big outing. Sometimes, the forecaster declares that there's a 60% chance of rain. If you see a 60% chance of rain, don't take that to mean that it's definitely going to rain. The 60% implies that on days with similar weather conditions, 60 out of 10 times it ended up raining. This is where the 60% comes from. The same applies to temperature guesstimates along with chances of snow, hail, or thunderstorm. This is just one of the probability examples in real life that can help you in your day-to-day life. Example number 2. Sports outcomes. Coaches use probability to decide the best possible strategy to pursue in a game. When a particular batter gets up to bat in a baseball game, the players and coach can look up the player's specific batting average to deduce how that players will perform. The coach can then plan their approach accordingly. Example number 3. Card games and other games of chance. The card game. Rummy uses probability as well as permutation and combination to guesstimate the kind of cards that will end up on a table. Poker odds are another great application of probability in real life. Players use probability to estimate their chances of getting a good hand, a bad hand, and whether they should be bet more or semi-fold their hands. Probability and statistics is a major part of card games, and this is why poker is so difficult. Sometimes, you get a bad hand and there's nothing you can do about it, unless you're gutsy and can bluff your way out of a dire situation.
Example number 4. Insurance. If you are absolutely certain that you never get into a car accident, then you never need to spend money on car insurance, right? But the moment you own a car and drive around, the chances of you getting into an accident becomes non-zero or more than 0%. The higher the likelihood of you running into an accident, the higher the premium you have to pay. Teenage boys end up paying a whole lot more on car insurance than other people. This is one way insurance companies do business by breaking down complex real-life situations into numbers so they can help the most number of people and penalize people that are at high risk. Insurance companies make use of probability in the real world to make money. Example number 5. Traffic signals. What the average amount of time you spend waiting in traffic? Did you know traffic signals work on probability as well? Road with high traffic have higher waiting times because of traffic signals. It programmed into the signals because the people that create and set up the signals understand the average number of people that need to cross the roads and understand the average number of vehicles in an area. You can understand the flow of traffic in a city and even estimate the number of great lights you end up with if you take pen and paper in hand and write down all the possibilities. This is one of the probability example in real life that can help you waste less time on things you don't like and more on what you want to actually do. Example number 6. Mathematics. Statistics plays a central role in almost all natural and social science. The methods used in natural science are the most reliable, but conclusions drawn from them are only probable because they are based on incomplete evidence. Statistics help in describing this measurement more precisely. Statistics is a branch of applied mathematics. A large number of statistical methods, like probability average, dispersion estimation is used in mathematics, and different techniques of pure mathematics like integration, differentiation, and algebra are used in statistics.
Poll number 7. Election results. Political pundits are everywhere, and once election results draw near, you can be sure every news channel in your country will be filled with buzz about the winner. Election officials use historical data to understand how a region voted previously to understand who they will vote for this time.
Example number 8.
Medical diagnosis. This is one of the most novel applications of probability in your life. How does your doctor know that you're coughing just because of an infection and not because of something more serious? Doctor widely go by the proverb coined in the 1940s by Dr. Theodore Woodward.
Example number 9.
Economics largely depends upon statistics. National income accounts are multi-purpose indicators for economists and administrators, and statistical methods are used to prepare these accounts. In economics research, statistical methods are used to collect and analyze the data and test hypotheses. The relationship between supply and demand is studied by statistical methods. Imports and exports, inflation rates, and per capita income are problems which require a good knowledge of statistics.
Example number 10. Banking.
Statistics plays an important role in banking. Banks make use of statistics for a number of purposes. They work on the principle that everyone who deposits their money with the banks does not withdraw it at the same time. The bank earns profits out of these deposits by lending it to others on interest. Bankers use statistical approaches based on probability to estimate the number of deposits in their claims for a certain day.